Alright, you guys, we're back with another video. So now we're going to react to top 10 NBA 2K games. Now, I don't know how far he's going to go back as far as 2K games because I haven't played all of them. My first 2K I've owned is probably 2K10. But like, other than that, I haven't really owned a 2K like that. So let's see top 10 NBA 2Ks.
Alright, what is up, you guys, and welcome back to TGTV. So, in this video, we will be ranking each installment from the NBA 2K franchise from the best of the best all the way down to the worst. Remember, as you're watching this, that the list is completely subjective and up to debate. However, this list is heavily influenced by the community feedback and reaction to each year's game. If you have any opinions different than mine, please make sure to leave them down in the comments, as any thoughts I'll love to read and consider for future videos. Also, because of how dramatically gaming has changed since the release of the original NBA 2K, we'll only be ranking the most recent 10 installments to keep things fair. So without further ado, let's get into things. Coming in at number 10, NBA 2K9.
Now, NBA 2K9 I have no experience whatsoever. Like, I was, what, 8? Yeah, I have no experience with 2K9.
2K9 was released right in the middle of the PS3 generation. Its time of release may have had some effect on why it comes in at its bottom spot. Despite strong gameplay for the time, NBA 2K9 introduced almost no new features in comparison to its predecessors. A lack of new features and minimally enhanced gameplay led to this game feeling more like a roster update to NBA 2K8. This was by no means a bad basketball game.
Dude, that's how 2K is now. It ain't no different. 2K is the exact same.
Past year's games. NBA
2K19 and
2K20. Generally favorable reviews, receiving
same thing.
82 out of 100 and 84 out of 100 respectively for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 at the time. Although it was a good basketball game during its day and age, it just can't compare to the future games of the NBA 2K franchise. Coming in at number 9, NBA 2K12.
Now,
coming off the heels
2K12 I do remember playing. I remember 2K12 had the Legends. Was that 2K12? Yeah, I think 2K12 had like the Legends where you could go back to like 1950 or something like that. Where it was real black and white.
The successor to the wildly popular installment.
That's what 2K needed to bring back.
Rather than building on its successes, NBA 2K12 removed the innovative and addicting crew mode. Along with that, they removed the Jordan moments as well as different blacktop events. Despite this, NBA 2K12 did have a fresh and interesting soundtrack, along with a very fun My Career mode. Virtual basketball fans can't exactly hate on this game, but in a lot of ways it felt like a step down from the past games. Critics, however, loved this installment as it received a 90 aggregate score on both PlayStation and Xbox, as it was praised for new and dynamic gameplay. Critic reviews, however, didn't stop NBA 2K fans from questioning the company about what might be missing from that year's game. Coming in at number 8, NBA 2K18.
Yeah, this was garbage.
Where do I begin with
this
year's game?
By
far, in my opinion, the most polarizing NBA 2K game thus far. My career cutscenes ranged from bad storylines all the way to the uninteresting characters that filled them. The neighborhood acted as a billboard for product placement and encouragement towards microtransactions. And while we're on that subject, this year's game also made it nearly impossible to be successful in My Career mode and its encompassing features without first shelling out the $50 you needed to get the VC to upgrade your player. The only shining element I've found in this year's game, however, was the NBA 2K League. The problem with this, though, is that the average NBA 2K player doesn't get to experience everything that those guys are getting. So outside My Career mode, other features really got little to no attention. The only reason this game ranks above the others is due to its graphical and gameplay values, despite the gameplay being kind of questionable itself. Coming in at number 7, NBA 2K17.
Now, this 2K, this was probably one of my favorite ones. 2K17, that was probably one of my favorite ones. I had probably the most fun playing that.
The installment was a fun, but not completely polished game.
Yeah,
2K17's My Career mode, as well as the encompassed Park and Pro-Am game modes, introduced the new archetype system in an effort to balance out playstyles. This was a feature I could get on board with to avoid players that could excel in everything. I saw this as a bit of an issue back in the NBA 2K16 game. Another benefit to this was that it created a jumping off point for further specification, as well as customization in future characters. This year's biggest problem, though, lied in the servers. Constant lagging and disconnects plagued NBA 2K17, and It made the game
Yeah,
almost
it was pretty
unplayable
laggy.
at times. You'd think it should have been
I'd
called
say
Pay
so,
for
too.
Opponent 2K17. All jokes aside, this was a really fun game. Despite a lot of people realizing it, 2K17 ushered in a lot of elements that the franchise will look to build on in future installments. Coming in at number 6, NBA 2K15. NBA 2K15 will always
I don't
be
know.
a fan favorite due to its expansion on the park mode and the introduction of the legendary Jordan Rec Center.
2K15 was
For those of you who
okay.
didn't play NBA 2K15, the JRC felt
Yeah, it was okay. I didn't have
like
it for next
basically a
gen though,
mix of the
but
park and
it
pro-am
was
put together.
okay.
It was a fun and new, exciting game mode that so many people found engaging.
I had
and just be a
2K15
big
for
step up from prior
Xbox
games.
360,
2K15
so
did have some issues,
mine is
however,
different.
ranging from their servers to the Demigod debacle that really never got addressed. Park got a massive facelift this year, as I mentioned, introducing the 3 new affiliations. The heated park competitions made the game mode so competitive and you always felt like you were playing for something. This game was just straight up fun. Coming in at number 5, NBA 2K14. NBA 2K's
Yeah,
2014
same with
installment
this.
had a
I had this
massive
for
advantage
360,
on its other year's games
so
just based on its time of release.
yeah, mine's
Coming out in
different.
late 2013, NBA 2K14 became the first game in the franchise to be released on the current generation of consoles. The game wowed fans and critics alike with lifelike graphics and gameplay like nothing else we had seen before. That in itself was enough to push the game over the top, but the introduction of MyGM and MyLeague, as well as the cutscenes for each mode, made the game feel so much more real. NBA 2K14 was the groundwork for current generation 2K games, and it felt very much complete.
But
Another
yeah, like I
huge
said, I had mine for the Xbox 360, so my experience way different from this
Although
one.
2K14's version of the park was not necessarily beloved instantly, it introduced the framework for one of 2K's most acclaimed game modes. Overall, this year's game introduced a blueprint for everything people love, and sometimes hate, about all future NBA 2K games. Coming in at number 4, NBA 2K10.
Yeah, this
It
is
was
my first 2K.
impossible not to give
No
NBA
memory.
2K10 a top 5 spot, as it was the first game in the franchise
Yeah,
to
my
include
career.
My Career mode.
This is the first
Every
my career.
virtual basketball player's dream is just to feel the experience of playing in the NBA. The newness and the fresh perspective on basketball gaming was introduced in a way that debatably felt better and more realistic than even NBA 2K18's version. Despite most people thinking of its popularity in 2K11, this game was also the first to include Crew Mode. Crew Mode, now called Pro-Am, gave Online My Career its first prototype and became an instant fan favorite mode. This year's game felt like the biggest jump thus far in the franchise when it was released, and it actually left its fans more than satisfied. Not to mention, it definitely had one of the coolest looking covers in 2K history. Coming in at number 3, NBA 2K16.
Yeah,
2016's
2K16 was pretty fun.
game approached
My servers
basketball
kept
from a
crashing,
whole
so
new perspective.
that was
Never has
tough.
an NBA 2K game gone so right and yet so wrong in the same year. Fortunately, its wrongs were very limited and masked by some absolutely incredible rights. Let's start off with the wrongs, though, beginning with a Spike Lee joint. This force-fed and unrealistic storyline, despite being liked by many, gave most gamers headaches as they were forced to be living the dream during their rookie year of My Career. Luckily, it only lasted a season and many of the cutscenes were skippable. Now for positives, gameplay felt amazing this year and just in time to introduce Pro-Am, aka Crew 2.0. The most requested game mode in 2K history was back with insane customization, leaderboards, and even cash tournaments. For longtime 2K players, it felt like a dream. 2K16 felt like a lot of good ideas that had been building for years and just waiting to burst. And finally they did, all in one game. Despite some connectivity issues, the game's online features were phenomenal.
My servers crashed.
Best games
Every day I played the game.
Coming in at number 2, NBA 2K13.
Yeah,
Although it's
this
up
is
for
pretty
debate,
lit.
I'll take this statement
I
to
still
the
play that
grave
game
with
today.
me.
2K13.
NBA 2K13 had the best My
No
Team
servers,
mode
but I still
ever.
play it though.
The completely vanilla approach to My Team was a refreshing change from the EA Sports Ultimate Team mode that became ever more complex with each passing year. Never before was
Now I never really played My League.
so much more exciting
Not My League.
and just so much
My
more
Team.
satisfying. Not to mention,
Yeah, I never really played My Team like ever.
simple
But
cutscenes and a
it's
lot
pretty
of
lit though.
features to My Career.
I never really played it
One
like
often
that.
forgotten
I
feature
played it
of this
like
game was
twice.
Blacktop, which many of you can think of as the predecessor to Park. This is one of the only games in the franchise's history that I felt like I could just log on and have fun playing any game mode. As the final fully last generation game,
2K11.
NBA 2K13 achieved everything
2K11 is
expected
number 1.
and more. Coming in at the top spot,
Yeah.
NBA 2K11. Sometimes I question
this
how
was pretty
much the
fun
love for NBA 2K11
because
is
of the Jordan
nostalgia,
mode.
and how much is because it's just that damn good of a
And the
game.
reason why
My
it's
career
probably
out
number 1 for me is because of the Jordan mode and playing with Michael Jordan, my career.
Variety of features this year to
That
add
was-
to the
that was
engagement
lit.
and realism of the mode. 2K's popular
I was like
crew
10,
mode
but
came
it
back,
was
but
pretty
even
lit.
better as it kept expanding with better online stability and further customization for players as well as their courts. Blacktop events such as the celebrity game, dunk contest, and three-point contest
Yeah.
were enough to keep you engaged for hours. A very unique feature in this game that so many people remember was the Jordan Challenge.
Yeah,
It offered
see
an
that.
opportunity to relive MJ's 10 greatest moments, ranging from the flu game to the finals. The game also offered various new mechanics and gameplay updates to make it the smoothest feeling 2K game that fans had seen yet. Considered, quote, the truest adaptation of sports yet, NBA 2K11 was beyond its years, clearly, as it ranks at my number 1 spot for the NBA 2K franchise. So there you have it. Each of the past 10 2K games...
So I guess 2K20, not on the list yet. I think this video was made before 2K20 though. That's the end of this video. Make sure you like, comment. New to the channel, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one.